What's up, Stu?
Hello, Jim.
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh,
Good.
good. I'm glad that you're good.
I'm
I'm
ready
ex-
to play catch up from missing last week.
Did you write your book?
Podcast. Oh yeah.
No, no, no.
Oh, oh.
No, that book's long gone, Stu. I'm talking about why we missed last week was because I've been and still am right slam jack in the middle of the writeyourbook.ai challenge.
Okay. I thought you were done with that. Well, the thing I wanted to do, I know you have a topic you want to discuss today, but before we do, I always like to ask you whenever we miss a podcast, because you're
Uh-huh.
usually doing something pretty important when you miss a
Uh-huh.
podcast.
Uh-huh.
What'd you learn? What'd you learn from last week?
It's funny you should ask, Stu, because I was thinking about that very thing and wondering if you might ask me that. Because
Yeah.
over the last 10 years of all this, I've kind of seen what the pattern is. And I have actually several things that have contributed to the enlightenment with which I'm going to bless you.
Okay. I like it.
Um, and it is the power of compounding action.
Mm.
Meaning, most people want to have something meaningful happen and show up in their lives by taking action one time, like perhaps rubbing a genie lamp
Mm.
and hoping that said genie will come out and then go, "Yes, master," doing, and give you what you want. That's not how the real world works, Stu.
No, it does not.
Couple of things have happened in the last week. So, as you know, my grandson is getting ready to go to VMI in a couple months. I think their breakout happens like in August. And
Yeah.
so he's going to go to summer session to kind of get acclimated and all that stuff. The bottom line is, kid needs to get in shape so that he is not getting crushed physically when the mental pressure, not just of like going to college, but
Yeah.
also the mental pressure of some sharks disguised as upperclassmen getting their revenge for how they were treated when they were
Mm.
rats, because they call them rats at VMI.
Yeah.
Um, and so I had a heart to heart with him a couple weeks ago and told him, look, dude, you can either win every day, you can start every day with a win by being in shape, or you can be behind the eight ball and have the most miserable 6 months of your freaking life.
Yeah.
It's your choice, and the choice to make the time you're going to make that choice is now. So, second thing I told him was, you're young, I'm old. Young guys can totally transform their bodies in about 10 weeks.
Yeah.
You can
Incredible.
go from, I remember and it's funny because everything he's doing, I was doing 40 years ago, exactly 40 years ago, heading off to college 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Um, and I told him the story about when I was 18 and was in ROTC and was a 98-pound weakling, and 12 weeks later, by going to PT every day and all that stuff, I went from like 10 push-ups to 80 push-ups, 80 sit-ups, 7-mile runs. And so I said, you're going to choose right now, and that choice is going to manifest itself 2 months from now. And so it's interesting. He, and when you make a choice and you decide you're going to do something, there's the saying it, and then there's the gut level believing it. We are now at the gut level believing it stage, because I gave him his PT test on Monday. And the first words out of his mouth were, "Well, how many pull ups can you do, old man?" I was like, this is not a good start. I said, you don't worry about how many reps I can do. I'm worried about how many reps you can do, smart ass.
Did you 10x them?
Oh, more than. And I said, okay, this is obviously, it's the old thing. We can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way. Oh,
Mm,
I see you've chosen the hard way. So I forgave him for that, but explained to him, don't worry about what I can do. I'm not going. Okay.
yeah.
I said, and then I explained to him the stuff that I had learned from you about the objective here is to turn a PT test into just another workout, not to have all the mental stuff attached to it of it being a test and all this other stuff. I said, dude, if you just do what Stu tells you to do every day, in 12 weeks, you will be transformed. Um, but I tried to impart as much wisdom as I could to him about just do what Stu gives you to do every day. Don't quit. Keep track of your reps because whatever you don't measure, you can't improve, and you've got to be able to see your progress so it builds that confidence. The whole thing was trying to condense literally what? How long have I been working out with you? I mean, dude, like
At least 10 years.
it's more than 10 years. I mean, I was like 42 and I'm 57 now. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's been,
15?
time's flying, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Um, but trying to explain to him all these things, and the biggest thing I told him is just do every day what Stu tells you to do. And at the end of 12 weeks, you won't necessarily be a PT stud, but you will be the kid in the middle that okay, he's cool. They'll just leave
Yeah.
you alone. And that's
Yeah.
where you want to be, because there's going to be some other tubby nerd that got in who can't do push-ups, and these kids are going to swarm on him like sharks on something bathed in chicken blood.
Mm.
And you just don't want to be that dude. So that was, I mean, really kind of emblematic of life, like something I've learned.
Oh,
So now back to the write your book thing. Well,
it's the
any
same
comments on
story.
that?
Well, first, it's the same story you're about to tell with writing a book. The same story you just said about Johnny. We're talking about
Now we're talking about the
but you
write
have
your
to
book
write a
thing.
book. What that takes. Yep.
So you made the decision you're going to write the book. You read the sales letter. You bought into it. Now you're in it. And the funny thing is that you think this is hard. Think about back when you had to write a book by hand, you
Yeah.
know? People bitching about answering some questions and then editing something. But that's the thing, like every day, if you just created a couple of chapters every day for the last week, how many chapters would you have at the end? 14. Okay. So the other
Nice.
thing is that when somebody tells you, hey, just do what I tell you, don't worry about 2 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, 6 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now. If you do what you need to do today, all of that is going to take care of itself. And the people who do that, it takes care of itself. And the people that don't, you even have some fudge factor built in for the screwing around. But
Yeah.
ultimately, it comes down to, did you do what you were supposed to do today so that you can do what you need to do tomorrow? And it's just it's like with anything, is it if what is it you say, don't let today be, what is it, like first day or next day or last, what's the thing,
Oh,
let
make
today
make
be
make today day one, not one day.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing is that even if you've screwed up and you haven't done it, if you make today day one, get real focused, you can still catch up real quick. You now, with the case of Johnny, if he screws around till July, he's hosed. Okay.
Yeah.
If we're supposed to be publishing our book tomorrow or on Friday. If you screwed around up until today, you might be able to get it done, but you ain't.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, there's also fudge time built in. So we have, I know what you're going to do. Stu knows what you're going to do when it comes to fitness. He knows. You know the whole thing that
Oh
somebody's
yeah.
going to go through. So the first couple of weeks is just getting somebody used to doing it, and then it gets serious. Okay, I mean it's serious from the beginning, but it's about as much about mindset at the beginning of anything like that as it is anything else. But as soon as you can get somebody a result and get a little bit of buy-in, that's when you have your best chance of getting that compounding result. So, what are your thoughts on all this, Stu?
Yeah. I mean, I think with everything, both stories, you need to first establish a habit, and that's what these first few days really are doing.
Right,
And that helps you ingrain a little a confidence in yourself that, hey, I got this done, I got this done, I'm on track, I'm seeing progress. Next thing
right.
you know, you've kind of gotten over the fun part of it, right? And
The
but you've built,
new,
yeah, but you've built this habit, and you
right,
rely on some discipline to get you through the next steps.
right.
And that's where the magic's made right there. That's where the never quit mindset comes in,
Damn right.
right? So
And that's
anyway.
and that's you're absolutely right. And so like my own fitness stuff over the last week. I mean, like last week was hard, man. I mean, it's we make it look easy, but the team has been going nuts. I've been driving poor Susan insane over the last few weeks, just trying to get stuff done. And it's a growth thing, but when you're operating at max capacity, some things suffer a little bit. But even in that, it's like, hey, I mean, I told you last week, most stuff was like mobility day, but at least you're moving, getting some stuff, getting some stretching, keeping going. Today was tight day with all the stuff I knew I had to do, but I at least got in, some cardio, a 1 to 10, 1, 2, 3,
Nice.
pyramid, and then a little, runs in between. I figured out if I run around the outside of my garage, excuse me, the world headquarters,
Mm,
it's 60 meters.
hey,
So that works pretty well. So in between, I just run around the building. Hmm,
that's
Anyway,
good.
um,
Gonna
but
have a little
it's
trail out there soon.
oh, there's definitely a trail there now. But my point is that if you can buy into the concept of compounding daily action, you can really see results. I mean, literally, that's been the story of my life over the last 30 years. Is just compounding one day upon the next, upon the next, upon the next, even when it feels like you're not making progress. But if you're measuring and you're paying attention and you've got a clear goal and you do something every single day,
Mm.
even if it just feels like you're just kind of showing up and putting something in, but keeping that momentum is critical for everything.
I would agree, sir. That's good coaching right there.
And I think our job as coaches, whenever we're training somebody, see, I'm educable. Okay. But our job as coaches is to, and it's funny because I realized that's what you've been doing. I mean, now I look back and I'm like, oh, that's what Stu was doing.
Yeah, it,
And
it parallels very nicely with business. I mean, it just does. I mean, some of my best clients are really successful in their business.
but I will admit that from a planning standpoint, myself, when teaching others, I can do and am consciously trying to do better. I feel like a politician. Let me just say it like Jim would say it. I haven't been real good with that in the past. It's been like, suck it up, let's get this done. Quit your whining, quit your bitching. This is what we're doing, and not really taking the human part into consideration. But then when I
Mm,
look back, when I have made allowances for, here's what you should be doing, but here's what the majority of people are going to be able to do.
that's a good
Let's
point.
build it in such a way that the majority of people can get that result.
Mm, I
We've
like that.
gotten much better result. So I need, I see it in my own life. How do I help other people to employ that in their lives? And that's something, a growth thing for me. Um, you know, I think part of that also is just trying to do too much all at once.
Yeah. I do that a lot. I probably stack on way too much all at once. And but I get a lot of stuff done before noon, whereas I could have been a little less stressed and stretched it out till 2, you know. But anyway, that's a
Yeah.
different
I mean,
different topic.
no, it's not. I mean, we're talking about
Mm,
whatever the hell we want. I mean, it's the
yeah.
CopyandContent.AI report. We're reporting on whatever the hell we want. Um, and these discussions are good because it's like our, Jim Stew therapy.
Yes.
Um, it's totally off topic, but you need to come down and visit. I mean, we need to get together more than once every 7 or 8 years.
Yes.
Um, what do you find yourself now? I mean, I'll be 58 this year. Holy shit.
I
Remember
know.
before the year 2000 when you thought, wow, when the year 2000's here, I'll be like 33 or 32. I'll be
I'm gonna
old
be
as
so
hell.
old. So
I'll be
old
really
in
old.
the new
Dude,
millennia.
we're a quarter of a century past the turn of the century now. You believe that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's nuts.
Do you find yourself now, and this isn't, I mean, this is leading into the never quit mindset thing, but do you find yourself now having any kinds of thoughts about maybe I don't have to do quite as much, and maybe I should focus on doing what I do better? I may not be saying that right, but you having any of those kind of evaluation thoughts about the quality of your efforts and where you put your energy and time?
Yes. I mean, I think I've come to a realization, especially when I'm doing a lot of working out. Like my day starts with working out with 20-year-olds,
Hmm.
right? That sets into motion. Okay, I'm not as fast as these guys. I'm not, but I'm a good coach at telling them how to be better, right? And I expect them to be. So I tend to do a little more coaching now. I still do the workouts and at my own pace and things like that. So I don't put all of my energy into the workouts anymore. A little
Hmm.
more goes into coaching, and then that triggers a process of, well, I'm coaching. That's a pretty good thing that I coached today. I need to write about that. I need to make a video about that. And that becomes content. So now I think my energy's going into um, almost like a mass production of what I do on a daily level. Yeah, if that makes sense. And then
Sure. Yeah.
from there, it evolves into things like this last book with the Never Quit mindset. That I realized that as I was writing it, this is 25 plus years of how I've been coaching people. And so I, have kind of created that mindset just as much as my efforts going into physical ability and training and writing. Um, I'm starting to shift a little bit out of uh, just to write a book to get a book out there. I'm kind of like being more strategic about it
Hmm.
and creating a course wrapped around this, which I'm about a third of the way through. So I've already started filming. So anyway, yeah, and I'm just trying to stay relevant. I think that's the biggest thing. And, keep my eyes open. I spend a lot of energy keeping my eyes and ears open to changes that are occurring, whether that is an AI tool or it's podcasting abilities are done easy and social media and things like that. So um, I think that has been more of my focus. Realizing I'm the old guy in this, but I'm evolving with it, and I'm not backing down from training young people, but at the same time, it's an extended market into folks my age in coaching. So,
Yeah. I think what I'm hearing you say and kind of what I'm feeling is it's less less about activity than strategic productivity. In other words, if I'm going to do this, I can't just do it for the sake of doing it and I know I'll get some benefit. I got to do this right so that I can create maximum benefit for everybody.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
that's just maximizing on a bunch of different levels is what I think is where we need to be. Um, because it's kind of, the physical stuff, if you get hurt now,
Mm. Yeah.
it's a week. I mean, anything like I banged the shit out of my knee on Monday on a dumb on just on the corner of a power block, right? And
Mm.
it hurt a little bit and I ignored it. And then later I was like, what is this golf ball sized thing on my knee? And
Yeah.
then like just today, it's just now feeling back to better. So it's like you got to be more observant too, just like what you said. You're observing more. We can't make it just on energy anymore. So
Hmm.
it's, being observant, thinking strategically, watching and seeing and synthesizing. Okay, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. What does that mean for my business, for my customers, for me personally, for all this stuff? But the cool thing is you've got this body of knowledge to process it through,
Yeah.
and which you didn't have when it was operating on adrenaline and activity,
That is true.
um, which is kind of cool. And then just being sneaky. I mean, just like what you do with the genies and stuff. Say, hey man, I'm just gonna throw this in here and see what happens.
Yeah. Speaking
Uh,
of which, I got a new one for you.
okay.
I've been doing. I know this isn't genie hacking, but I'll just kind of give a synopsis of
Uh-huh.
this new idea I had. So, you know, been kind of selling this book hard, right?
Okay.
If you're gonna write a book, you got to try to sell it. So what I did was I took chapter 9 and I pulled a little section out of chapter 9, which is about fear of failing,
Mm-hmm.
right? Failing is a learning experience. And I put it into the Rewrite Genie.
Mm-hmm.
That developed some really cool things. One, it developed a nice little podcast topic, which I'm using as part of my script for that chapter when I get to it in the course, to like questions at the end of the chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And just rewrites it nicely, gives some good hooks in there. And then I put that into the took that out and put it into the sales letter genie,
Mm-hmm.
right? It came to short
The
page
short sales
sales
letter
letter,
genie. Okay.
and I combined the two of them and made an article.
Okay.
And I just sent it out on a newsletter, so you'll probably get it this morning.
So you
And
took sales copy. You took sales copy and turned it into a newsletter.
yeah, I took sales copy, turned it into an article, and made it a newsletter inside the newsletter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. 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 Well, I did something fun today that I wanted to share because the topic we were supposed to talk about today was book funnels.
Mm,
And we were going to use the example of your Never Quit Mindset book and course. which we still have time to do thanks to the power of the
Easy button.
easy button. And I want to show you, I'm going to show you the ultimate hack, like the ultimate flipping hack, because you were like, hey, Jim, I took the table of contents from my book and loaded it in, and it did this. And I said, well, okay, Stu, watch this. So I was like, okay, we're going to write a sales letter for Stu's offer, for Stu's thing for his book. Hold your book up again. There you
Never
go. The
quit
Never
mindset.
Quit Mindset. We actually bought that for Johnny. He got it last Friday. I told his little ass to read it. I said, read it, boy, read
It
it.
is.
And I said, I want to report.
I've had multiple grandparents say it is required reading for their grandchildren.
And if you, I want you to explain to me what it means to talk to yourself, but don't listen to yourself. Okay. So this is what I did. I didn't take the table of contents from your book and put it into the sales letter genie.
Okay.
I took the first half of your book and stuck
Whoa.
it in the easy button. Do you want to see what it does?
Wow. You can put that much in there. That's impressive. Yeah,
Only
I'd
if
like
you're
to see that.
only if you're me. No,
Oh,
I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. Um,
so you took like 40 pages and put it in the easy button?
yeah. So I
Oh my
took
God.
um I I basically got this much of your book, the Never Quit Mindset thing. I took it all the way down to,
Wow.
and this will tell you the page count. Like 30 page, oh no, more, 31, 37, 40, 45. Okay, so
Yeah.
like
You took
45
half the
pages of
book.
your book. Yeah, it took a bunch. And the one thing I cut out was all the stuff you had about all the other crap, but I mean, all the other valuable things that Stu has to offer. Okay. And the one thing that we would need to do on this is the super sales letter genie. Okay. This is the one that writes the 10 pager.
Oh, wow.
We would need to figure out your offer. Okay. This is the one thing it doesn't know because I'm just getting everything based off of the book. All right.
Yeah.
So this we would need to create the offer and then load it. But I'm just going to drop that in the easy button and I'm going to have it write your sales letter for this thing. Okay. Um
Have you done this
now
before, or is this a live experiment?
Um, I would, like any good trial lawyer, you never ask a question to something that you don't kind of know the answer to already. I was playing with this earlier.
Okay.
I did it once, so that means it either works great or I just got lucky one time.
Mm.
But looks like it's doing okay. So we're just gonna whack the button and see what it ain't got. All right, we're gonna choose general writing style. What's your? I've added some copywriting styles in here too. Let's do the folksy, friendly, plain language like a friend. How about that?
Okie doke.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna have it write the big ass sales letter for you. And while it's cooking, it's like a cooking show, okay? And it's writing all 22 parts of it. We're going to come over here to the short sales letter and we're going to do the exact same thing.
Ah,
We're going to drop the first half of your book into this thing
well, let me
and
tell you,
hit the
Jim.
easy button.
I've been using this one right here for articles and description.
The short one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It makes
Uh,
a good article.
yeah, don't say it like you're surprised.
I'm not surprised.
So we're going to
It
write a
just
little.
organizes what I've already written into something that is just things that I can't do with sales copy, if that
Okay.
makes any sense. Because I'm,
I got you. Yeah,
yeah,
it's fine.
yeah, that's why I use
But this thing's almost done. It's writing the guarantee.
it.
But we'll download this boy. It's which one was this? Copywriter style. All right. Um, we'll look at this real fast. All right, here we go. So, master your mental and physical resilience. Unlock the never quit mindset. Transferring life in 30 days with unwavering strength. From the desk of Steve Smith. Face life's challenges with confidence while maintaining well-being. Unlock unshakable mindset. Physical strength empowers you to face life challenges when you're ambitious. Simply, That's pretty good. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with this. Let's see how the other one does. All right,
Okay.
so it's finishing up your PS. Like, wow, that took a long time. Are you kidding me? How long would it take you to write a 10-page sales letter? All right, and I got new on these, so we got large, medium, and small, kind of like
Oh,
big
that's
gulps.
cool.
So yeah, it'll write shorter ones too, and it just takes different elements and stuff. Um, never quit my.
Look at that.
How to start a daily routine of mental toughness training. Think of mental toughness, intense workouts, mental toughness, group toughness challenges. Luckily for you, there's a solution. Gain confidence, start a daily routine, overcome. It's pretty good. It's a good start. But I just thought it was kind of cool that you could drop in a huge chunk of the book into the easy button and it basically just creates, I mean, it fills out the thing and it's really spot on.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. Um, so where are things with the book? Where does it stand now? How is it doing? You've got it plugged into your site. It's selling. Do you do you have it set up as an automatic upsell to everything that you're selling? And what
Everything
kind of
on my
resilience?
everybody's going to see a little bump offer within the not only on the what paid on the store,
Mm-hmm.
whenever they check out, they have that bump there, but even on the store page, like if someone buys a FBI workout
Mm-hmm.
book, right? Just to the right, there's a never quit mindset um,
Would
upsell
you, would
right next to it.
would you mind if we went there and looked?
No, I don't mind. Yeah,
Okay.
click like Aegis Athlete. And
Okay.
you can kind of see I have a couple of different upsells on this one. And this
All
one's
right.
been going really well.
Oh, dude. Oh, you got them pre-checked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they can they can go straight, they can click it, add here, they get this consulting call, say $15. They can get, the never quit mindset, say $4. And, when they add it to the Clark, they just, oh yeah, I do have them pre-checked. Um,
That's gangster, man. You're like, yeah, you need me. I like it. I like it. Now, let me ask you a question on this where it says consulting
yes.
coaching call. Um, can you change the name of that? Could you
Yeah.
say, consult with Stu for an hour? I mean, how long of the coaching call do they get?
They usually go between 40, 60 minutes.
Okay, so consult directly with Stu over Zoom. I mean, tell him what it's not just consulting coaching call, it's let Stu change your life. Let Stu
Okay.
fix your whatever. I mean, put a benefit into this and let's see how we can do to do that. I mean, that's you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
um
I need to do that because I will say this: it's a it's a big seller now, and I just came up with the idea a while back ago, and not
what the
even like a month and a half ago, and it is selling quick to the point of getting like 5 or 6 a week. It's significant. Like I have to schedule it, so
It's working so well, I got to get organized.
I gotta schedule it.
Yeah, I would, consult directly with Stu, get a coaching call, one-on-one live coaching call with Stu.
Yeah. All right.
With to, let's try that and see. And if we get it up to the point where you're getting 8, 9 and it's too much, then you just raise the price, you just bump the price a little bit.
Good point.
Instead of it being 84.15, you put the regular price up to $150, and then they're paying 99. And then when you get it up there, then it's 199, and then then it's 150. Again, just trying to find that sweet spot of time and profit and everything else. But I mean, dude, one-on-one consultation, one-on-one coaching call with Coach Stu. That sounds better than consulting coaching call.
I agree.
You
Yeah.
know, so okay, so I add this to cart, but I ain't added this. Look at Stu's like, yeah, I'm gangster. The reason you're getting it is because it's already included. Oh, you got to do that. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, now I understand. I thought this was included. Can you change this at all? Where
What
it
do you
says
mean?
claim offer, can you make it click here to claim offer? Can you change that verbiage at all?
Oh, yeah, I bet I can.
Okay, but just click here to claim special coaching offer, something like that. Or click here to claim special offer or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can do that. I know how to
Okay,
do that.
because this doesn't, this screams button. This doesn't
Right.
necessarily scream button, because like here, add, okay, I probably click something, but
Right.
this is different. Now, if you put a plus sign with it, maybe that, all these, you see what I'm saying? Just
Oh,
make
yeah.
this a little more obvious that it's, I can claim this.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, I
yeah,
will
one-on-one coaching
definitely.
call with Steve Smith. I like that.
Oh, yeah, I already changed it, by the way. Do you notice?
Oh shit.
fresh, fresh.
Fresh my page.
Yeah, freshen your page. Already changed it.
Why am I not seeing that?
It takes a second. Mine just changed.
Yeah, but I'm not seeing the offer for that.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. Maybe
Huh.
because it's already in my cart.
Maybe you already clicked it. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, it might be because it's already in my cart. Um,
Yeah. There it is. See the
yeah,
title of it? Yeah.
yeah, but I want to remove it and see what it looks like on the page. You see what I'm
Ah,
saying?
yeah, I see.
Um, and people are like, why are y'all doing this? Because I wanna.
This is just the back end of a store that I would say, by the way, this is Shopify and it's really easy. That was a free app that I use that's called Essential Upsell.
Okay.
And just it's really quick and allows me to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can change that, but I mean, one-on-one coach call with Steve Smith uh,
I'm already changing it.
is okay. And uh, no, that's fine. I was just thinking,
What'd you say it needed to say? Like click here?
yeah, click here to claim
Click
special
to.
offer.
All right. It is done,
Um,
sir.
let me,
Might take a minute to process, but
okay, but yeah, I like it. I mean, this, and you say that this is popping off just by adding this. Oh, he disappeared on me. Would you click the wrong button?
I sure did.
All right. Well, it just says claim offer still, but that's okay.
Just getting
Um,
excited. That's all.
yeah,
Yeah.
but if I add that, now that's interesting. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, this is a little weird because now on the other page, it was 84.15, the one-on-one coaching with Stu.
Yeah.
But when I added that other thing to my offer, now I can add this for just 70, it's just 79 bucks. So something's funky somewhere, as you might want to double check that, because that's creating a kind of a,
Like a double. Oh yeah, I see it dropped to 79.
yeah,
I think I may
there's
have done
just,
that.
okay, there's something funky there that's could potentially create um conflict, because if somebody saw the 79 and then they see it's
Yep.
85, and that kind of thing. So just double check where there might be the conflict on that.
Okay.
um but I'm digging this. uh no, I am, because it's just that it's it's a little clunky, but it's obviously it's working. How this never quit mindset thing, how is that doing as far as sales and stuff goes? I mean, has it like, it's obvious that this thing, all this positioning of it and everything is helping, and the fact that you're offering it as an upsell, is that making a big difference or not really?
Yes. Yeah, it's big and it's doing well on Amazon too.
Okay.
And I got the audiobook going on Amazon as well.
The one that some dude that sounds sort of like you is reading.
Yep.
Very good. Very cool.
Masculine southern voice.
Okay. So, how much are you planning on selling the Never Quit Mindset course for?
Hmm. I'm thinking I'll probably go the same as like the consulting call, like 99,
Okay. Yeah.
but I don't know. You know, I may try it all at first at like 199. It depends on how long it is too,
Yeah.
because I'm anticipating it being at least 2.5 hours probably if I keep
Who
going at this rate.
who are the people now that you're up to like 5 or 6 calls a week, say 5 calls a week, that people are just like, who are the people that are typically taking advantage of that?
Well, um, I have had one younger guy, and everybody else is over 35, and a couple of 50 plus folks.
Okay. And what is your pitch to them at the end?
Um, my pitch to them is I will completely refund this call if you sign up for online coaching. So I
And
basically give them $100 off of any of the online coaching packages.
how many of them have taken you up on that?
3.
Okay.
So
So rather than, I mean, let me give you a couple of thoughts. Okay.
yep.
Instead of saying I'll refund you the cost of this call if you take this, I would ask, did you get value from today?
Mm.
And what's the most valuable thing you got out of today? Do you think it would be, do you feel like being able to have ongoing contact with me would be helpful for the goals or for this issue that you laid out? Well, and then you let them talk, which is tough for me.
Yeah.
It's have to remind me to shut up. Now
Yeah.
just
No,
listen.
that's a good call.
And what I would like to do is I will credit you what you paid for this call if you sign up for the PT club. What that means is that if you take this level, instead of $300 for 12 weeks, you can get whatever I don't
Right.
remember what it is anymore. I'm at the highest
Yeah.
level now.
Yeah.
Or you can talk to me, blah blah blah, and for the first 12 weeks it's this. I would never say I'll refund you the cost of the call. I would always say I will credit you the money you've invested already in one of these others, and you
Mm.
show them the two. Don't say in any of these,
Right.
just say these are the two. These are the ones,
Okay.
if you've gotten something from talking to me, that it
Yeah.
just try that verbiage
Yeah.
and see if that helps convert more of them.
Yes. I like that idea.
And then also think, and as a special bonus for doing that, I'll let you pick any two of my ebooks as well. And so you're making an offer that's not even available on the thing. It's like, and we'll get you
Mm.
access to those. Okay. But never say I'll refund, always say I'll credit you.
That's a good lesson. Good.
Um,
Good point.
So, but I mean, you're crushing it, dude. I mean, this is all
Yeah.
these little things compounding. It's like, hey, get a couple more, get a couple more one-on-ones, get a couple more PT club, and then that's compounding week after week after week after week. And
Yeah.
now, over the course of a year, you get, 200 extra people in the PT club, 10 extra people in your highest level. Now, we're talking about adding another 6 figures to the business,
Right.
just by compounding,
Yeah.
and these little tweaks. And
Yeah.
everybody's like, oh, go
Something
ahead.
else that came up out of this is one guy has done. He's on his fourth call. Right.
Okay.
I'm actually helping him with a work project that
Okay.
has to do with that, that has to do with fitness at his company.
Okay.
And I said, I didn't expect people to do this multiple times. So here's my deal for you.
Hmm.
Fifth one is free. Right. So I just
Okay.
gave him the fifth one free. So and he's turned it into a nice conversation. I understand what he's going to talk about, and it's kind of easy, because there's nothing that changes with this. So anyway, that consulting call has turned into a good one, and it all came from the Ageless Athlete workout. I figured, why not throw it up there? And then the Never Quit mindset is starting to evolve with that one as well. Um, yeah. So anyway, it's
Yeah.
multiple things out there that are clicking,
I
and I'm
think,
excited. And I'll be honest with you, Jim, I wouldn't be able to do it without Jim Edwards and CopyandContent.AI.
hey,
So
that's pretty
there you
good.
go.
That's good testimonial right there, boy.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Because
think
everything that you see,
that's cool.
just like
Well,
those pull-ups showing up your grandson,
right.
you just did what I told you to do. So there you go.
But your Never Quit Mindset book is going to be your copywriting secrets,
I agree.
because the thing is, you finally codified the stuff that you were taking for granted and naturally teaching people as a course of all the other stuff that you were doing. So it's
Yeah,
so ingrained in who you are and what you do that you take it for granted,
I would
but
agree.
it is the secret sauce that you have as a result of all that. And so I just want to encourage you and encourage everybody. This is an awesome book. It's a quick read. It's not like, Awaken the Giant Within from Tony Robbins, where apparently he was getting paid by the word or by the page. This is the kind of thing that you can read in a weekend and start to apply in your life and see real difference. And it's not about how long the book is, it's about how much of an impact it can have on your life. And Stu is so aw shucks and, suburban dad just hanging out in the basement. And yeah, I work out and write about it for a living. No, that's bullshit. He is just so freaking far beyond that, and has just changed so many lives. and literally impacted the history of our nation. He doesn't want to think in that way, but the dude has trained the highest percentage of guys that make it through buds and who went on to become SEALs and all the stuff. I mean, just that spark. This is the dude that sparks the bonfire of special operations. And he doesn't want to take credit for it. Oh, it's gonna no, it's not bullshit. It's real. And the dude knows mindset. And so you need to buy his book because it's amazing. And it doesn't screw around and have a bunch of extra bullshit in it. It just teaches you what you need to know to have a never quit mindset, which I honestly think, with what I see coming in the world over the next few years, you better have a never quit mindset, because things are changing so fast that you better have that resilience to really be able to hang on. Because at the end, the people who don't quit and the people who figure out how to take advantage of all of this massive change are going to be the winners. So anyway, my highest recommendation, go get that book. It's available on Amazon or StuSmithFitness.com. Buy one for a kid, buy one for a friend, buy 10 at a time and give them out as gifts. So
great gift.
He's like, yeah, it's a great gift, man. Buy 20. So anyway, great job, Stu.
Thank you.
And that's all I got.
That's cool. I tell you what, man, that easy button is my favorite toy now. It just is. Just got to get out there and keep practicing on that thing.
Would you believe, Stu, that we have something else even more amazing in the works?
I can't imagine.
Something that would imagine the easy button for the easy button now. And I'll leave that. That's our next big development thing, but what we're doing.
It's pretty amazing. What you've done with sales copy is kind of like if I had a pill to give people to get in better shape.
You mean you've got a pill that I could take that I could wake up tomorrow in the best shape of my life, richer than Elon Musk and sleeping with a supermodel? I'll take 2, please.
Yes. Okay. So anyway, if I had a pill, yeah, that's what you've done with sales copy.
Well, if you get that pill, let me know what the affiliate program is, and I'll start pushing it for you.
Okay.
So. All right, cool. Well, we appreciate y'all. And if you're not a member of CopyandContent.AI yet, you should be, because we've got amazing tools to help you create your sales messages, your ads, your marketing content, every stories, anything and everything you could need to tell your story, sell your stuff, create things, and do all kinds of amaze balls. We got it. Join up. And if you want to get Stu's book, go to StuSmithFitness.com or Amazon. Pick you up a copy or two, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.